As we journey through the piles, we want to take a little bit of time today to talk about what is stress. That thing that all of us get during the day, and especially at the end of the day sometimes, and carry over into our dreams. Stress may be 99% of what we cannot control during the daytime. People, our spouses, our bosses, money, flat tires, the car won't start, rain, cold, anything that goes against inside what we would prefer, what we perceive our best wishes and desires would allow us to have, probably is going to cause a conflict within. That leaves 1%, which may be within our heads, the way we think, our thought processes, how much stress we built up, depression, frustration, anxiety, how much of those components of emotional diarrhea we are developing within. During the day, we are interacting with lots of people from the time we get up to the time we go to bed. As Peanuts cartoon once said, I love humanity. It's people I hate because they're always doing something I don't want them to do. Inevitably, during the day, we are going to have these types of events and interactions. It may be that if we can control the 1% that we may have control of, our inner self, our inner thoughts, that we could reduce the stress that we have at the time and following in the memories that we create. It is important, I think, that if we keep the perceptions of we can change some things and those we cannot, we must find an acceptance for. For example, if I do have one of those days and I have a flat tire, at the time I can work on changing the flat tire or getting someone to help me change the flat tire and focus on that component. If I pull over, get in the car, and think about the flat tire and what it's going to affect me during the day, and my boss is going to be mad, and I may lose money, and da 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 da, all I have done is create somewhat of a fantasy of realms that are going to occur in the daytime that right now I have no control over. In addition to that, all of these events, especially people, may say and do things to us during the day that we don't understand, we perceive wrong, but we create a memory of, and it goes home with us. If we can better cope with and learn ways of conflict resolution with other people, and some of that is if we are having a conversation and it is not going well and it is getting rather heated, and I have a strong desire to get my thoughts out right then, as does the other person, it may become increasingly stressful. Maybe we should slow down in those scenarios and look at, take time away. It is not always me and my expressions and my desires that may need to be fulfilled, but it seems that's a large part of our stress during the daytime. We are not in the 60s and 70s where everyone at that time had the mythical, inspirational desires for peace and harmony. We are now in a time of change, economical change, interpersonal reactions change. We have lots of thoughts and opinions. At Heart of Mart, we would like you to send suggestions of your thoughts and opinions on is stress 99% of what we cannot control, but we do have 1% of control that can decrease our emotional diarrhea, can allow us to interact with the world more appropriately, take care of what we can control in an effective way, reduce our stress in that way? Do we also have the responsibility to look around at the end of the day and see what memories we may have formed for the people around us so that they too can have less stress that may cause interactions to be better for us, myself, and you and them in the future? Lots of thoughts, lots of theories, no absolute answers at Harder Please send us your thoughts and opinions, and don't be the weakest link as we continue to seek those blissful days of peace and harmony within the universe as we go through our piles and clean her up